fight you have coming up. I gotta ask you about
Um,
Gervonta Davis and Rolly Romero. Talk to me
yeah,
about
good.
that.
Two heavy hitters.
Mhm.
Two heavy hitters. Of course, Tank has uh, more experience, at this level, at this particular time. But Rolly, he talk a good game. He also fight a good game because he's undefeated. But a very exciting matchup. Two heavy hitters. Everybody is anticipating this fight.
People are wondering. Gervonta made some comments about his contract being up on Twitter. Is there anything that?
Nothing lasts forever.
Mm,
I will always love Tank. I like him, love him, look at him like a son. He has to do what's best for him. I feel like I've done a great job thus far. I mean, just building him and putting him in good fights, great fights, and he's steady growing, he's steady learning, and I'm proud of him.
mm, that's what's up. Well,
What's good, family? So mash the like button, subscribe, and lick off the bell. It's bad for your minds. Floyd, down bad. Mayweather, he going all the way through it, 100%. Yeah, let's get something straight here. Mayweather Bummotions, yeah? Mayweather Bummotions has one man, and that was Tank Davis, and he looking to leave right now. That's what we do know. That's what he is trying to do. But you know what? I better give Tank Davis some credit. Well, let me give Tank credit for at least half rocking the boat. But what I will say is, please don't allow this to be just woof Tank. Please don't just be woofing, because I've got a feeling a lot of times, like for example, how many times over the years did we hear Adrian Broner kind of half expose Al Heyman, half expose Floyd, but then every time, like a sideman, he ends up going back with his hat in his hands, and nothing changes. So please don't be one of them ones. I hope this isn't a move from Tank to kind of exert pressure to better his deal with Floyd, if you get what I'm saying. I hope he's saying this to actually make a move. Although there is an argument, thinking about it now, that when people are intending to do something, they leave. Yeah? Why do you need to woof if you know you're leaving anyway? Well, now, to be fair, it is also the social media era, which means that people are more liable. If Tank is leaving, he may want to dig some words in before he does do so. Either way, the bottom line is, Tank, you must leave. Yeah, because any one of the promoters out there right now, anyone, Eddie Hearn, Top Wank, whoever you want, will do a better job than Floyd's done. I mean, you can't have done a worse job, yeah? A bumero, this next fight, that's a gym fight. That's an in-house gym fight. Do you understand? Tank versus Bumero is an in-house gym fight. I'm not being funny, Tank's been pro since he was like 16 or something. I remember watching Tank on YouTube at like 16 years old. Rolly, this bummy Bumero fight, yeah? That's the kind of fight you take when you're 20-year-old, at best. Look at Tuicafimo Lopez. I think Tank is much more talented than Tuicafimo Lopez. And still, credit to him, he got his work in with Lomachenko at 21 years old, or whenever it was, 20, 21, 22. Tank now, 26, 27, and he having an in-house gym fight. It's mad. Meanwhile, everyone else, Kambosos and Haney, why is Tank never in that mix? You never hear about Tank, and you never hear Tank's name linked with Haney, or Kambosos, or Tuicafimo, and I actually think he has the beating of all of them. That's what makes it so bad. And for all these years I've wondered, is Tank blind? And to be fair, Tank don't come across as an intellectual, yeah? But still, how challenged do you have to be? Although I do think there is an argument, yeah, that, to be honest with you, I do think it's too easy these days. I did a video the other day on my other channel, the YB, talking about Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois is a heavyweight guy, yeah? He had one good fight against Joe Joyce, he lost it and he quit. He arguably quit in that fight. Anyway, 2-2s, he's done nothing, he's come back since and fight nothing but bums. And now, he's in some sort of, I think it's a WBA regular challenger fight or something, some random made up belt thing. And anyway, the split, or the purse bid for that fight was 3.2 million, which means that a man who in his last fight quit and has done nothing but knock over bums since, is being paid 2 mil. 2 mil. And Tank's the same, to be honest. All these Tank's getting paid probably at 1 mil, 2 mil. And when you're getting paid 1 mil, 2 mil for guaranteed easy work, Tank knows he's going to whoop Rolly Romero. Tank knows every fight he's been in for the last X amount of years, he's going to win decisively. And when you're getting 1 mil, 2 mil for easy fights, do you really want to take that? Think about it. Yeah, Tank will probably get paid 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe even 8 mil for a Haney fight. But think about it. When you know you can collect 2 mil for no risk, do you really want to go in there for 8 mil and a whole bag of risk? That's what's coming on here, and it's a shame because this is why I'm not into the whole hood culture. Yeah, Tank for years went around the place saying, "Oh man, you know, I'm from Beemore and I'm from Chirac, and you know we do it this way and we do it different in Beemore." Well, you don't. You fight bums in Beemore. Oops. Yeah, I'm just telling you what you're doing. Yeah, if you was doing the most, I'll be telling you you'd be doing the most. You in? You're not doing enough. That's what you're not doing. How about that? You're fighting a bunch of bums. Oh man, you know, Tank, he from the hood and he from the dirty and all this kind of this woofing about your hometown, but yet you fight bums every time. And to be quite frank with you now, yeah, the fact that Tank has come out publicly and said, "Floyd, keep me down," essentially, "Floyd, keep me fighting bums," guess what? There's no excuse, because before I said to myself, well, Tank is super duper low IQ, maybe he is super duper dopey, but now he's made it clear there's no excuse to hang around and keep fighting bums. Yeah, and again, for you man who don't know, Tank came out 2 days ago and basically said that Floyd, keep me down, Floyd, keep me fighting bums. And this is something I've been saying for the longest time. I've been saying Floyd is a weird guy. Floyd is weird. Floyd has Napoleon complex. Floyd has a balding Napoleon complex. Listen, Napoleon complex is one thing. When you got patchy head, when your hairline being pushed back as well, yeah, when your hairline go patchy looking, it's even worse. Imagine being 5 foot and your shit all patchy. Not good. Yeah. And then plus you got a whole bunch of coin, or you had a whole bunch of coin before you lost it in the Vegas slot machines. And all the people around him blowing smoke up his ass, yeah, whispering in his ass. That's what Floyd has around him. So imagine that combination. Yeah, you got a patchy head top, you're 4 foot tall, and you got a whole bunch of dons whispering in your ass for you. No, not a good combination. And when Floyd saw Tank coming up and Tank got the one bang, something Floyd never had. Floyd never knocked no one out one punch. Not anyone decent anyway. Oh, but YB in his early days, he was fighting bums. And to be fair, that is a fair thing to say about Tank as well. Although Tank has shown heavy hands for a 130 pounder. Don't forget, Floyd was at 147 by this time in his career. Oops. Yeah, Tank's maintaining power at 135, something we haven't really seen ever, full stop. But anyway, like I said, Floyd for me, and listening to Floyd's reaction here, this video is about Floyd's reaction to Tank mugging him off. And the actual reaction confirms what I've been saying all this time. I've been saying Floyd has been plotting to keep Tank Davis down bad and fighting bums. And listen to Floyd's reaction. Floyd doesn't say he's going to fight to keep Tank. Floyd doesn't act shocked. He says, well, nothing lasts forever. Now you'd think, and Floyd goes on to say, he says, nothing lasts forever, and you know, nothing lasts forever, and I wish Tank the best. Now you'd think, Floyd says, nothing lasts forever, I wish Tank the best, and Tank's got to do what's best for him. I've always made the best fights for Tank. Now, if them statements was true, think about it. If you really felt like you'd done the most for someone, why wouldn't it last forever? Yeah? If you really knew deep down in your heart, yeah, that you were doing the best for everything, it's a contradiction. Oh, nothing lasts forever. Well, wait a minute. If you're actually doing what you say you're doing, i.e. delivering the best value and everything, then it should last forever. You should have the expectation of it lasting forever. So Floyd's all over the place here. And he's basically confirming to me, his relaxed, nonchalant attitude confirms he knew this was coming. He knew what he was doing. That's why he's not shocked. Well, you know, nothing lasts forever. Especially when you're serving up your top fighter bums. That's what Floyd's basically saying here. Floyd knows what he's done. Yeah, that's why he's not shocked. That's why he's so calm. If anything, the only reason Floyd's angry at all is the fact that he doesn't get to keep, or potentially he doesn't get to keep, Tank down all the way bad. Floyd's ideal, yeah, would be Tank getting to 35 years old and still fighting gym fights like Bummy Bomero. That's what Floyd wants. And I mean, look at the last 10 years. Tank's been pro for 10 years now. It's mad. How can you be pro for 10 years? Teofimo Lopez has been pro for like 3-4 years. And he in there with Lomachenko, getting that working. It's embarrassing, especially when you've got all the God-gifted talents that Tank's had. And I'm sorry, but it is a real shame. It's a real shame for Tank right now. Yeah? But anyway, like I said, bottom line, the message of this video is, the Fat Floyd is saying, essentially, farewell to Tank. Tank, he don't care about you. If he did, yeah. Because anyone who really cared, yeah, would be saying, wait a minute, Tank, what can we do? And obviously, like I said, Floyd's got Patchy Barnett Napoleon complex. So, he's not going to be able to sit there and reason with Tank. But someone who really cares about you will want to do the best for you. And say, alright, Tank, what are your issues? Yeah? So let's have a conversation. Floyd's not saying that. Floyd's saying, alright, farewell. That shows you he's throwing his toys out the pram. Oh, I really love Tank. Well, if you really love Tank, why don't you sit down and answer his concerns? Which, by the way, the fans have been saying for years. Floyd, he's sick of fighting bums. But like I said, listen, bottom line is, yeah, we can all sit here woofing and talking. Tank now must make the move. I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't want to hear about nothing else. As soon as his contract's up, he got to move. If he don't, I don't want to hear no more about Tank. That's it. Don't want to hear about him. Because for me, Tank's, that's the final straw now. There's no confusion. It's not a case of, well, is Tank just too stupid to know what's going on? That's what my base case was for a long time. I couldn't really go in too hard on Tank himself because I'm not sure if he's too completely dopey. But now he made it clear, he know what you're hanging around for. Don't let me hear you with a year from now. Don't let me hear you're still with Mayweather Promotions. And the worst thing is as well, like, fair enough, yeah. If Floyd had Tank fighting once every quarter or once every 4 months, or even once every 6 months against a bum, you could at least say, well, YB, he building Tank into a true fighting machine who's got a load of experience. Tank's fighting bums once a year. I remember when Tyson was coming up, Tyson would come up here and he'd be fighting once every 8 weeks. If you're doing that kind of thing, I'd understand that logic of Floyd saying, wait there a minute, I want to make sure Tank's the full finished package. Trust me, if Tank was out there every quarter fighting one of these bum names, I'd say, you know what, I get it. But you're not. You're fighting once a year against a bum. That can't work, I'm afraid. So like I said, Tank, you best leave right now. Otherwise, you're going to get it. That's what you're going to get. Yeah? 100%, no doubt.